Hey, everybody, it's Bob Tolly here at OG Gamers World, and we're back. And we're going to start a new series of videos here this week. And of course, you can see the main attraction for that series. It's the Antelope Audio ZenQ Synergy Core audio interface. And we're going to be killing a bunch of birds. Yeah, about that. I had a whole series planned around the Antelope Audio ZenQ Synergy Core Thunderbolt 3. And good news is Thunderbolt 4 is in fact Thunderbolt 3 compatible. Thunderbolt 4 cable will actually work with Thunderbolt 3. Bad news is, and I don't know if this is just for their Thunderbolt devices or all of their devices in general, when it comes to the ZenQ series, Windows will not see it as an audio device. Not only will Windows not see it as an audio device, they tell you to use Voicemeeter Banana on their older videos, going back to stuff that uses Thunderbolt 2, by the way. They're several years out of date. Nothing specific to the ZenQ Synergy Core. Nothing remotely to do with that up. But not even Voicemeeter is a workaround. If you go to the input side, it won't see it at all. If you go to the output side, it does show up as Antelope ASIO. And if all I want to do was route my audio to where I could hear it, hey, that'd be great. But it's an audio interface. I want to be able to use it on my Windows PC as an audio interface. And unfortunately, if all you want to do is use it in your DAW and play some music or whatever, some system audio, and listen to that, hey, that's great. But if you want to route the microphone over to something like Streamlabs, XSplit, Livestream Studio, vMix, any of those, you're shit out of luck. Not happening. I've tried everything. I started on that at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and I was still working on it at 10:41 this evening, Googling and researching and searching and watching videos, trying in forums, and nobody has an answer. So I don't know if you can see the box back here behind me, but they're going back because on top of everything else, I ordered. Amazon strikes again, and it's not even Amazon's fault; it's the seller's fault on Amazon. I ordered a PCIe to Thunderbolt chassis, with a 3.0 top by 16 slot. It comes in, and that's not what I got. So it's got to go back as well. I had installed my Thunderbolt 3 card over into this computer, getting ready for it. Well, them sending me the wrong Thunderbolt 3 chassis at that point wasn't the end of the world. I could not get the Antelope Audio to show up as a audio device in Windows, and I thought, well, maybe it's Thunderbolt 4. So I brought it in here on this machine, installed everything. It installed easy peasy, everything just like it was supposed to. Same problem. Exact same problem. So it's not my Thunderbolt 3 interface. It's not my Thunderbolt 4 interface. It's not my Thunderbolt 3 cable. It's not my Thunderbolt 4 cable. It's in fact Antelope's drivers They literally do not have a driver that works in Windows as a WDM. And their ASIO driver isn't complete apparently. So I'm at a loss, and you can tell I'm frustrated because I've been dealing with audio for a long time, and I've had to wrestle a few pieces of hardware and software over the years to make it work right. But I've never seen anything like this. So the bad name that Antelope has when it comes to their software and their drivers is well deserved at this point. Antelope, you're reminding me of that old song, you smell like whiskey and regrets. The one where it goes, hey, you smell like whiskey and regrets. Do you want to go home with me? In this case, it was, you smell like whiskey and regrets, and I should not have brought you home with me. So yeah, it's just, it had so much potential because I had such high hopes. I've helped people with the Orion 32 and stuff and get it sorted out. And I've talked about this in other videos. A lot of it was operator error and stuff. But in their use case, it was fine. It never dawned on me that it wouldn't, you couldn't use it as a natively supported audio interface in Windows. I don't know how it would be on a Mac. I don't have a Mac. I have no intention of buying a Mac. They have another device that I had mentioned earlier that I thought might have been a better choice. Give me a minute to go pull it up. The Antelope Zen Quadro Synergy Core Dual USB-C audio interface. The way they market it, that's aimed at content creators and streamers and stuff. But when I went to looking at everything it was on Antelope's website, come to find out that's meant to be hooked up to like a cell phone, like an Android cell phone for streaming and stuff. Nowhere do they talk about Windows drivers or it working in Windows or anything like that, like Streamlabs or anything. And I'm like, okay, if they're not talking about it, it probably won't do it. And this is what's frustrating. The Zen Q's been out for several years now, 2-3 years at least. They've had plenty of time to develop the drivers for that and get their problem sorted out, and they don't. Why? I don't. That's the question. Why don't they sort that out? Other manufacturers are doing it, making drivers every day that work in Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 11 Pro. And I'm not the only one having this problem. I see a lot of people over in the forums having a lot of problems trying to get their Antelope stuff to work right in Windows. And even people with Mac they complain about drivers and saying whatever you do, don't update. So if it's working, don't update it. And then the keyword being if. So yeah, that's where we're at on that. There won't be any series on the Antelope Zen Q Synergy Core. In fact, there will be no videos, period, covering anything from Antelope Audio at this point. This wasn't sponsored content. I paid money out of my pocket to do this. Fortunately, I bought it brand new, and I bought it from a reputable company that has a return policy. It's going to cost me shipping to send it back. I'm going to lose out on the money that I spent for shipping to get it here. So yeah, I'm going to lose a decent amount of money, but I'm not losing all my money. Now the Thunderbolt 3 chassis, the only expense I'm going to have on that is I'm going to have to pay for an Uber ride to town to go to the UPS store, and then I'm going to have to pay them to print out a shipping label. So I'll be up $30 there as well. It's just frustrating. So if I sound like I'm aggravated, I really am. I'm doing my best to be nice, and I don't have anything nice to say about Antelope at this point. I sure don't. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up right there. This is Vitaly over at OG Gamers Live, OG Gamers World. Y'all stay safe wherever you are in the world. And until next time, We're out of here.